Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another Monday Minute with me, Phil Gephart of GephartStrength.com. I today want to go over the Cossack squat. The Cossack squat is a phenomenal tool to help increase your lower body mobility. Many people lack the ability to just go down into a nice bodyweight squat and sit here. And you have to remember that the squat, although we all look at it as an exercise and a great exercise, ever since the dawn of time, has been a resting pose. Some cultures even still use this as a resting pose. Many non-westernized countries, this is how they use the restroom. This is how people will take breaks. I've even seen, even here in America, certain cultures take smoke breaks, or they'll be outside of their business and they'll just be hanging out in this position. So it's a position that all of us should be able to get into, but most people can't. So one way to help increase your lower body mobility is the Cossack squat. A lot of people use it for an exercise. I just like it as a warm-up tool, as a mobility drill. And so let's go over really quick what that Cossack squat actually looks like. So, very wide stance. I've heard some people say double shoulder width. Take a very wide stance, okay? The two things I'm looking for to do it correctly, or the gold standard I should say, is your heels don't come up off the ground and you stay low as you go side to side. So I'm down in this position and I can just cruise right onto the other side, staying low, keeping my heels on the ground. We don't have to have any load or weight. We can just use our body weight and go back and forth. Some people already can't do that. So I recommend you hang on to something like a TRX band. You could even hang on to a solid apparatus like a post of a squat rack. So you would hold on, if you can't get into that position, as much as you need to get into that position. And then over time, you can hold on less and less until eventually you can go side to side on your own. You can also use the ground if you're really close to getting in that position. For those of you who are strong enough and have the mobility, a kettlebell is a good tool. I'm not going heavy, and I'm just using this to help counterbalance and keep my spine upright, because there are some coaches that will teach if your back does round at the very bottom of this position, at the very bottom of your back or at the thoracic, and I can see in the mirror my thoracic is nice and upright, but some coaches will teach they don't like that. If it's not a loaded squat, I'm okay with a little rounding, and over time you'll figure out how to stay more upright. But if you can't and you're worried about it, then I can instruct you to hold a dumbbell and hold it out in front of you, and that'll help you to maintain that nice vertical spine if you lack the ability to do that. So like I said, I use this as a mobility drill primarily. I also use it in my morning routine. I think in the morning, if you have a morning routine like I do, I call it my miracle morning. I do think there needs to be a small physical component. It doesn't need to be big. I'll do 5 to 10 reps each leg, and typically 2 sets, just to kind of wake my body up, get the blood flowing, make that kind of mind-body connection, being aware of yourself and being aware of your physical body. But when I do it in the morning, because I'm usually just rolling out of bed, and just took my cold shower and all that fun stuff, I can't go all the way down. So I might start out something like this, and then over time, I can sink deeper and deeper. You might be the same way. So take your time getting into that position, and don't necessarily go all the way down if you can't do it right away. So heels stay flat on the ground the entire time. If you can, not go up, just stay low and cruise side to side. That is ideal. And then we'll want to keep that knee in that same plane, that same direction basically as your foot. You won't want to see it cave in or go necessarily outside of the foot. But if I look down from here, my toe is right in line with my foot. So that's the Cossack squat. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. We'll see you next time.